Hello and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. I am TJ Hafer. With me is DM Schmeier.
Happy to be here.
We are Kaisering it up. We have defeated the Commune of France with the help of the Italian Federation.
So to do something of a post-mortem, they pressured us into war by returning, forcing, our hand. They demanded the return of Alsace-Lorraine, and we said no. And
Alsace-Lothringen, as it is called in this timeline.
Yes, and we said no, so we went to blows. They were suicidally aggressive, but that was actually a really, really great ploy to keep us on our heels. We dispensed with the Netherlands, their baby brother ally, in really short order. That wasn't even that difficult. We rolled them. But the French put up a surprisingly stern resistance.
Yeah, we lost 2.85 million men so far, just getting to where we are here, and a lot of them were pilots. We were actually clicking around we reorganized our Air Force in between episodes. This is the Luftwaffe right now.
It's not
350 fighters, 90 tactical bombers, and 375 close air support. So yeah, we got our noses bloodied. We've also reorganized our fleets. Thank you to the suggestion of somebody to put all of our submarines into a separate group to just kind of blockade the Isles.
So that's what we're going to do. We defeated France. We finally overwhelmed them with the help of some great generalship and our Italian allies, but the damage is done. Our all-volunteer army, admittedly, which is an incredible thing, but our all-volunteer army has had all it can take. We're out of all-volunteer manpower. I mean, look at that. That much manpower for an army this size, in a month of fighting in Britain, we'd hit zero. So we've got to take, and not to mention, our equipment reserves are ravaged. We are catastrophically behind and deficit in most categories.
So
the German army is victorious, and the German Air Force is victorious, and the German Navy is victorious. But all three of those entities are battered.
Yes.
So we've lined up in defensive posture along the French coast. The British don't have the power to naval invade anyway. But if they did, it would literally be suicide for every division they sent. And we're rebuilding. It's going to be a quiet season, a quiet 3 or 4 months, while we essentially manufacture guns and trucks, and accumulate the political power to start a limited draft, because we need to recover our manpower.
We're going to start distributing some propaganda about the dangers of the syndicates in Britain, and join the army for the glory of the fatherland and all that stuff. We're going to try to solve our equipment deficits. We're going to get some of these medium tanks on the field. We've got a whole bunch of...
It's literally
3,000 medium tanks sitting around.
It's the only equipment situation where we're more than good.
Just because we haven't had enough infantry equipment, motorized, and support equipment to even field a single division of them yet. So those medium Panzer divisions, which are now equipped with Panzer IVs, are going to start popping out. We're going to research Marines. We're going to have some hardened Kriegsmarine troopers to land at key ports on the British Isles. We're going to try to hit them from as many ports in as many locations as possible.
It has been suggested that we turn France back over to the Entente or create a puppet government. We have discussed it, and we are going to decline to do that at this point. We need their factories, we need their air bases, and we need their ports.
When
the war with Britain is over, that's when we could consider that option. But while we're still having to invade the UK, what is today the UK, that island, that virtually impregnable, might I say, island, we need every port and French factory we can get. We're going to keep a hold of it. So for the next year or two, France will be occupied.
I don't even know how those events work necessarily, but if anything pops up before the peace conference, we'll probably just hang on to this for now. We might start deploying some military police to quell resistance if that gets to be too big of an issue.
But we're going to rebuild, and while we're letting time go, we'll keep an eye on the rest of the world. Like, what's going on over in
people
the
were
United
asking
States.
about the U.S. Civil War.
The Pacific states of America have actually made gains as such to render this a competitive conflict.
They're in the Four Corners. They've pushed into Colorado. They've pushed into western New Mexico, and they are on the outskirts of Texas. In the north, Montana's still hotly contested. Wyoming's still hotly contested. But they hold Nevada. They hold Utah, Arizona, Idaho. Not to mention you got New England at war with the Syndicalists? That could be a game changer too. New England. Yeah, they're fighting an offensive war.
So
yeah, well they're not at war with the American Syndicates yet because the American Syndicates have not joined a faction. Which, by the way, William Z. Foster of the Totalists. So they've gone full Soviet at this point.
Yep. I think the Syndicalist states of America are in a bit of trouble, actually.
We'll have to see how this goes. Air wings with no mission. I thought we fixed that. Oh yeah, this is our let's see. Where are they based? These guys are all based in Berlin. Since these are all just really small wings, let's just go ahead and redistribute them elsewhere.
I completely agree.
Oh, those are our carrier groups. Shit. Never mind. Okay, so they don't need a mission because I just want them to protect the carriers, basically.
Yeah.
That's rid of that pop-up. Yeah. Don't bother us.
Keep the clock moving. Yeah. We're rebuilding right now.
Convoy rating. Let's see. I think we sunk something.
That's great. This is when it starts. This is when we start to choke Britain.
Just make sure these are naval combats and not.
It's looking like some action popping up in on that front. Some battles.
Yeah, we'll get a notification up here if there's actually an unread battle results. Yeah. Unread naval convoy.
Our popularity is rising. We don't need it. We don't
need it, actually. Yeah, you're right. Princely Federation has called Tamil Nadu as
good for them.
Or Tamil Nadu. Oh, well. I'm very scared.
Yeah, sorry. It's...
Oh, yeah, and we also did assign our air forces
and
in the colonies
the
to
war
start
in
doing
China
something.
is almost over, by the way, if you look over there.
Yeah,
that's that.
Our puppet is probably going to win that without our help. Commission the SMS Kleist. Excellent. Unread naval battle results. Let's see. We lost a submarine to some British naval bombers. And we sunk a bunch of convoys.
Which is what we need.
So there are 37 communist French destroyers still patrolling around here looking for our subs, which we'll have to keep in mind. I don't know where. I guess they're getting supplied.
And in the meantime, as our divisions restock, refresh, rearm, our manpower is just hurting.
Towed artillery. Okay, so we are ahead of the curve on towed artillery, so we can. Well, we've only got 2 factories making it anyway, so might as well build up stock.
Don't even worry about it.
Stockpile. Minister supports his ideology. Paternal autocrats, authoritarian Democrats.
We can't lose the political power.
We don't want to. We don't want to let that happen because that'll decrease our political power gain per year. All right. Lots of naval combat happening, but let's see. Commission more ships.
Looks like the syndicates of America are mounting something of an attack.
All right, so we finished the Conrad Zusa focus. So I think the only ones we have left are our air contracts.
Yep.
Contract with Albatross. Albatross Flugzeugwerke to design naval bombers and carrier aircraft for us. Yeah, I think that the Pacific states definitely have the initiative. The syndicates overall are going to have the production advantage, so it's gonna come down to how decisively the Pacific states
if New England gets involved.
Yeah. That they've pushed into Texas, by the way.
They are pushing into Texas. Texas has oil.
Phoenix is.
That's in Arizona.
Yeah.
Near New Mexico.
Oh, we're looking at New Mexico. I guess New Mexico doesn't have any major cities in this timeline. Large ships on low strength. Okay, they're heading back to repair. So I don't know why you're warning us about that. Naval combat. So let's see. Infantry equipment deficit has been solved. Okay.
That's glorious.
So we need more anti-tank, we need more motorized, we need more support equipment, we need more light tanks. So let's kill one of these lines.
A line. Don't kill more.
We'll kill the one that has the lowest efficiency. I bet you all had a heart attack just now when I had my finger on that. And then, yeah, motorized. What was anti-tank? Was the
anti-tank and light tanks.
Light tanks.
So our infantry equipment deficit is solved. We didn't want to kill multiple lines of that because it was.
We want to build up a stockpile this time.
Yes.
We sunk a battle cruiser and a destroyer with our submarines, so that's pretty badass.
Wow. The Pacific states are doing great.
They are. I'm actually kind of surprised. We'll get the next level of encryption here, so
and then we'll be done. And then we'll be done with that.
Pretty much done with the electronics side. I mean, radar probably. Eventually.
All of our hard-won political power. We need to start conscription.
Well, it's because we have ministers in our government who aren't of our ruling party, which was a calculated risk. Oh, if they get cut off at the Rio Grande, that could be trouble. I can't wait to invade the U.S. There's something about like fighting on terrain that you're familiar with, like where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go up through I-80 in Wyoming. We're not gonna try to fight through the Colorado Rockies. Like that's
suicide.
Yeah,
literally suicide.
It's like a battleship.
We are just destroying their navy. There's not going to be anything left of them shortly, which is what we want.
Let's see, make sure our construction is still in order. Yes, it is. Chugging along nicely here. Repairing all that was broken in France. Okay, they did it. They got their beachhead across the Rio Grande back. They're getting pushed back into Arizona, though.
I'm just enjoying that they're bloodying each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a very, very vulnerable USA when it's time to...
Sinking convoys. Enemy has air superiority.
Nice.
Where? Okay, so MP-43s. We're going to switch all of our production lines over to that immediately, which I know isn't always the most efficient way to do it, but we want our guys to have the best equipment possible right the hell now.
Yes, we do.
It's now going to be years before our upgrade queue is finished. And actually, we can switch these back to...
I would agree.
Yeah.
That is...
Oh. Treaty of Yan'an. Okay, so our puppet won this war by themselves.
I would allow our puppet to take anything they want. Is there anything we can get as far as resources?
States. Yeah, this will annex them to... Oh, wait. German Empire takes...
I don't want it to... we don't want any of that, honestly.
Yeah, let's pass. 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 Okay, so I guess in this mod we just have to take it, and then we'll get an event or something that'll let us distribute.
All right, sure. Let's do it.
All right. Take all states.
End turn.
End turn.
Yep.
And done.
So, yep.
All right.
Now, can we give those states over to our puppet?
I think we'll get an event for it. It seems like most things that are handled by actual mechanics in regular Hoi 4 are handled by event pop-ups in Kaiserreich, is the impression I'm getting.
Yep, keep going, man.
Let's see, do we want night vision or do we want Panzerschreck? I think because the UK only has about 50 divisions, we probably... Night attack is going to do us a little more good.
I would agree.
Oh, wait. We have something higher priority.
Oh, absolutely.
We got to get Marines.
Higher priority.
We should actually start training Marines right now. So, we want to have an agile Marine division here. Probably 10 width is fine. We want to load them up with the best support equipment they
Absolutely.
have.
They need to be functional.
Yeah. Recon, artillery,
Anti-tank.
Anti-tank,
I would do
yeah.
maintenance, actually.
Maintenance really
right.
works best for vehicles. That's the only reason.
All right.
I would.
No, absolutely.
So Marine Sturm Division, yeah. All right. Let's start training some Marines. Vesser M sounds good. And yeah, we'll have them. Oh yeah, we got rid of the Crown Prince's
training army
because we had to distribute them very quickly. So we'll grab. I don't want to grab a foreign unit. We'll grab this. Give him to the Crown Prince. Holy shit! Rommel's level 8.
Damn.
That's what he was in the shit for a long time. So I think that's very fair. Man, we might need Rommel to lead our beach landings, even though he's normally an armor commander.
He's just a stud now.
Holy shit, man. Alright, so garrison, how about Essen? And then we'll have all new divisions we'll deploy to the... Well, he's not the Crown Prince anymore, he's the Kaiser, but yeah, they know what we mean.
And hey, the Kaiser loves to train his beloved military. It's a passion of his. Yeah. Something he's fairly skilled at, that he has volunteered his royal time to managing. It's better than his meddling in actual military affairs, to which he is not quite qualified to do, statistically, at level 3.
I don't know why it's not letting us assign these right now. Oh, there we go. There's just some weirdness with the interface. Okay.
And in the meantime, wow.
Yeah, they're getting pushed back in the Northern Rockies, but they're gaining ground almost everywhere else that they're fighting. So
they're actually about to penetrate into something close to the industrial heartland of America. If they continue to make gains like this, that production advantage is going to start to disappear.
Texas would be huge. If they can sweep around the Gulf Coast, that's probably what I'd be trying to do in their position right now. Sinking more British convoys. Pretty soon they won't really be able to build anymore. Oh yeah, where did the enemy have air... Oh, they have air superiority in the Benelux, so that's alright.
Let the Belgians deal with that?
Belgians are going to get bombed. They have their own planes. They can
They do. The Belgian military is actually not bad in this timeline.
We have air superiority here, so unless they've got a carrier up here or something, they're going to get planes shot down trying to get there anyway.
Alright.
Tactical bomber, strategic bombing, ground support, naval mission.
Get minus 50. We're going to research all this so fast.
Yeah, we'll get it anyway, so I guess we'll go for ground support. We're going to need it when we land. Man, Marine Division's going to be ready quick.
Our manpower is badly hurting. I want this political power to tick up faster.
We cannot invade Britain until we get
limited conscription.
Yeah,
or better. There will be a small debate as to what we spend our 150 on.
There won't, because anything more than that will cost more than 150. We have to do it in steps. But yeah. Let's see. Better recon.
We could probably use some MPs, bluntly, for France.
Yeah. Let's see.
Take it.
Yeah, let's do night vision. That'll help us with our beach landings for sure if we can land some commandos in the middle of the night. Contracts with Junkers.
And after that, we will be about done with focuses, which will send our political power growth through the stratosphere.
And we can start doing some of these guys, like suppress subjects, which will allow us to basically annex all of this shit. So that'll be nice.
After we've filled out our cabinet and contracts,
yeah, I agree.
We should ride the increased political power.
I actually agree.
We've got a lot of empty slots in our...
Yeah.
Well, they took Colorado, it looks like. Oh, no, that's Colorado. No. Sorry.
Yeah, if they can take Denver, that'll be huge. Honestly, North Dakota wouldn't be a bad place to stage attacks from, but I think this war is going to come down to Texas. That's what I think. This is where it's going to hinge. But either way, the syndicalists are wasting lives right now on trying to fight. Non-aggression pact with Siberia.
Sure.
We will take it.
Keeps
you guys are kind of fucked already, but...
Oh!
Well...
That is a huge...
That is a game changer.
Development.
Alright, so...